got you for real.
Where do you think I be getting my canned fruit from? What? Come on, man.
My canned fruit from what?
I be stealing from food drives. I be at the feast shelter eating, nigga.
It's literally like taking candy from a baby. Have you ever tried that shit, bro? It's easy to
Bro,
I tell you
niggas
They
what.
get to
strung out
crying
on
and I
heroin.
kick them.
Alright,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Fucking nigga mean. Play with my respect. Leave
You
him
ever
wetter
seen a
than
punter hit a
dream.
50-yard?
Oh shit, did I clear up my...
Have a kick?
Nah, she only went like 2 feet. I'm talking about a punter kicking a football for 50 yards. Now imagine me to a baby.
I could do... I mean, my niece in the other room, bro. Let a nigga know, bro.
Hell yeah, brother.
Brother! Whoop, whoop, whoop.
You gotta make sure you get the lift with like your foot though. Like they have to be able to sit on your foot and then you send them flying.
Oh, like when you kick so hard you can feel the gravity, not the gravity, but like, you can feel the weight of your leg moving too? I know what you mean. I've
Like
almost
that.
I've thrown myself off balance doing shit like that. Just let us know when you start, Kevin, and we can start this shit up, bro. I got Twitter up. Oh, I didn't know that. Ooh, L, my bad, G. Alright.
Big L.
You know.
Dude, this is your idea.
Idiot. We hate you. I'm gonna send you guys the link.
We need to kick
Alright.
Austin out.
Fucking nigga me!
We're replacing him.
Alright, so,
Somebody get us on the phone.
You monsters. Hey, did you guys, hear about that El Chapo's son incident?
Oh yeah, bro. That's wild.
Alright.
Like,
Well, if I was listening, I was listening more to it. My bad. I was looking at the live stream. Leave a nigga alone. Anyway, I was looking at listening to that podcast earlier, and they were talking about like apparently they just like government just kind of picked his ass up, took him to jail. They didn't exactly have any reason to do so. So the cartel were like, "Hey, give him back," and the police were like,
well,
no. So apparently these niggas rolled down in like armored cars and shit with like, I think they said they had a 50 cal mounted on the back of one of the trucks. And like they just started fucking firing, shooting at innocent civilians and like police.
You gonna give us our nigga back, bro?
Apparently they had the military at the border as well, and even they said like, "Hey, there's too much. Give that nigga back."
Hey,
So,
these innocents out here dying, bro. We can't have that happen.
I saw a video earlier of a little girl sitting next to her dad on the street, ducking behind their car for cover, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's some fucked up shit. And someone in the comments was like, "Hey, and next time you hear or anyone who says go back to your country should see how lucky they are not to have to live with stuff like this." And I was like, damn, that's wild because it's kind of true.
Yeah.
But I mean, those niggas were really just going off.
Give us our nigga back.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's respect, bro. Like, hey, they fucking with the family and shit. But
all the people that show up at the outside of the police stores talk about free him. They ain't doing it right.
But I mean, hey, you kind of right. But they got his ass out though. So can you say they weren't effective?
They were most certainly effective.
I think by now it's very obvious what this nigga El Chapo is. I don't know why I don't know why they're still trying to keep this nigga in jail. That nigga out there, bro. Come on.
Oh man.
He's out the rank, bro. They can't hold him down.
I'm up in rank. But while I was I brought this up to Kevin actually, Matthew. I wanted to just get your input on it because I know you'd have words for it or something at least. While I was at work, I was listening to True Horror Stories again, like I normally do. Just another one of those horror podcasts. And one of the stories was, it started off, what would you do if you found out your entire life was based on a lie? And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. So it's about, I mean, yeah, kind of. It's pretty fucked up. It's kind of very sad. But So this girl, she was somewhere in I think high school. She might have been in college, but I think it was high school, like later high school. And she said that her school was going on a trip to Europe, or her class, and you needed a passport because you can't leave the country without a passport. And she needed her birth certificate from her parents. Now, apparently, in the very beginning, her parents were the one who talked her into going on the trip, and they didn't know that she'd need her passport or her birth certificate. So she finally goes to her parents and asks, like, "Hey, I need my birth certificate to go." And they were like, "Oh, well, why don't you not go?" Yeah, like trying to talk her out of it. And every time she bring up like, where's my birth certificate? Can I have it? They just changed the subject. So it came to the final day of like being able to sign up for this trip, and she was finally like so fed up with them. She was like, "Where is my passport? Give it to me." And they finally were like, "All right, here you go." So she takes it, goes to the post office, finally opens the birth certificate, and she sees that the names of her parents are not the same names on as her parents. So she's like, "Oh, what the fuck is this? What's going on?" Leaves the place with the post office without her passport, and goes back home. Starts talking to her parents, and her dad sits her down, or her adoptive father sits her down, and he's like, "All right, just sit here and listen. Let me finish speaking, and then you can you can ask us anything you want." So he says, "All right, so we adopted you when you were 3. Your mother was a woman who used to work for me, and your father was her boyfriend at the time. She got pregnant with you. Father found out, and he couldn't. He said he wasn't ready to be a parent, so
Nigga bailed.
Just nigga dipped. So her mom was raising her alone, and come to find out, the father died a few years later in a motorcycle accident. Not even her mother, like her biological mother, knew." And while they were talking, they were like, "Also, don't think your biological mother didn't love you. She like didn't go like willingly. One day, apparently, her mother went out, was going out, or left the house to go on a run, and never came back. Like, just disappeared. I'm pretty sure in the story they said that it was still an open case, but I mean, I don't know where it is or who it was, so like, can't really search it up. And I can understand why they wouldn't throw it in, because like it's very personal information. But like, and then they said like, "Yeah, you were thrown into foster care, and we like saw you. We were like, yeah, we can't just let this happen." So they adopted her and then moved out of that town or city or whatever. So because it was a small town apparently, and word travels, and they didn't want her to hear that and have that following her. And I was just sitting there like when she said her mother just disappeared, never came back. I was like, God, that's so fucked up. That had me feeling kind of sad. But yeah, that's the extent of the story. It wasn't anything like big or crazy or anything. It's just like that was kind of some sad shit.
Up.
Yeah, like
really
bro.
Realistic.
Right. Like she just happened to have left that one day for a run and never came back.
And now she's probably cut up in some freezer.
Bro, well shit, depends on how old this thing is, because this podcast is from, I think, last year sometime, maybe a year before. This happened when that girl was 3. Now, if she's in high school...
I didn't quite think she died. I thought she just dipped. That was my assumption.
You see, I was more inclined to agree with Kevin. Like,
When Austin said that, don't think she didn't go willingly or she didn't love you, I was like... Oh,
yeah, context, and...
Yeah, I thought about that too. But it was I was thinking, like, she might just have figured she couldn't take care of the kid, so it was somehow easier for her to just leave.
Yeah, but she didn't do it without putting the kid in foster care first or anything. She just ran. That would mean she literally just left the kid at home alone and just left. Along with most of the time, like, I'm not saying men don't have a strong bond with their children, but women tend to have a stronger bond with their children. Like, that was literally a part of you for 9 months. So,
State, bro.
like, most women wouldn't just
plus she did it for
their
like
kids.
she stayed with her for like 3 years. I don't think she just
that too.
Did.
So not even having to look much deeper than that. Yeah, she's stuck with her for 3 years. It wouldn't really make sense for her to just dip after that. It'd be pretty fucked up. But yeah, I just thought that was some really sad shit.
Sad shit. Hey, yo, Jimmy, last wish, free my man.
Now, what else we got going on Twitter? My niece is crying. She better get caught like lacking, bro.
Please don't hit her again.
Oh, yeah, I told Kevin this a little while too. So apparently today is National Period Day. The first National Period Day raises awareness about menstrual health.
Niggas will make a day about anything.
Right? Because I was confused. The fuck? Why do we need a National Menstrual Health Day?
Wow. Why do bitches need a day to clean their pussies out? I don't get it.
And then I said this is also in conjunction with the ending of slut shaming, because bitches are missing their period too much.
Look, bro.
Hey, can we have National Shower Day? I showered today. I think that's to be celebrated. I think I'm pretty strong and brave for that. In fact.
Yeah, I agree, because sometimes I be strong, but like to the nose.
I'm gonna just go on record and say I don't give a fuck what niggas or bitches say, bro.
These niggas.
I was gonna say I'm slut shaming, but that too. Nah. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm slut shaming. If a bitch out here fucking every nigga that like comes across her, it's a hoe. You're not gonna catch me trying to wife it.
There's no real way around it, man.
Like why are we not slut shaming? Like, what's so wrong about that? A bitch gets passed around more than a football.
Like, that wasn't even a dick joke either. Like, there's some void within them. It's not gonna get filled like that, man.
It can get filled a lot of other ways, but not like that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, I'm just sitting here like, bro, you're crazy. You think I'm not gonna go out here and shame these bitches, bro? Hey, look, hey, a door or a lock that can be unlocked with any key is a shitty lock. A key that unlocks
and I'm gonna break into that
locks
without the owner's permission.
Key.
You know, there's such a big rape joke that could be made right there, man. A huge one.
That entire thing was what I said was.
Right. It's like I'm resisting the temptation, but no.
I will break in without the owner's permission.
Y'all ever wonder what the fuck niggas gotta be on to be a Scientologist?
You just say nigger?
He did, I swear he did.
I swear to God I didn't.
No, he said nigger. Bro. I heard it.
Bro.
That's why I heard nigger, bro.
I swear.
Alright, Juice WRLD.
If you can suck a dick, nigger. No, but I swear, if I did say nigger at the time, I meant to say nigga. My bad. Like, that was actually unintentional if I said nigger. I really thought I said nigga.
You know, that's the worst part is that I could say nigger by accident and nobody would believe it was an accident.
I forgot what I was saying.
About that. Like, I don't have that privilege you have. If I said that, nobody would believe me.
Nah, no, you meant to say that.
Oh, man.
It doesn't make sense.
What was I saying before? Shit, man.
Scientology.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck a nigga gotta be on to be a Scientologist, man?
You gotta be really lonely and sad.
Hey, you low-key right, bro.
Like, you gotta be really down on your luck to subscribe to
a gotta be down on your dick. But, yeah, nah, cause what is it? My mom was watching a documentary on Scientology. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it got me thinking, like, hey, niggas who follow that shit are fucking wild, cause a lot of Scientologists, like, I've heard, again, real life horror stories of people whose families were really big into Scientology, and like, if you stop following rules and shit, they'll send you to a detention camp, more or less, for re-education purposes.
They
like,
do
it's literally a giant fenced compound.
Yeah, and they're legally allowed to, because you sign.
Yeah, you sign a contract to join.
Yeah.
And there are people who literally give their entire life savings and shit like that to Scientology. Like they're told like, hey, if this say like your family's trying to tuck you out of being a Scientologist, they will literally do their best to keep you away from your family. The Church of Scientology
and you gave them permission to do all of these things. Whoa!
Like the Church of Scientology is literally like it's what was that? Oh, they literally kind of act like China, except there's a legal contract binding you to do this shit.
Yeah.
In China, those guys are kind of just assholes currently.
I do want to say that I'm playing Tekken ranked and I'm beating ass and I wasn't even focused on the game.
That's how I feel every time I play anything.
Halfway through that fight, I didn't realize I was fighting an actual human.
Shit.
Like I was really just going through the motions while we were talking, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's a nigga. I'm in a ranked match. How did I get here?
What year is it?
13.
Hey, kill for real?
Yeah. Remember January was last month.
Kill. Are you sure?
Yeah. I was 30.
Nah, bro. I think it's 12.
Nah. 12 ended like 3 days ago, bro. Remember? It skipped because of Columbus Day.
Oh yeah.
Fuck Columbus, nigga.
Yeah, we kind of lost our calendar because we were Europeanized.
I mean, alright, two things. One.
Ooh, I can do that now? Let's go.
Remind me, Kevin, after I'm done with this one point, remind me you said Europeanized. One, Columbus is a wild nigga. Because, nah, you're probably wondering, I mean, yeah, besides causing the mass genocide of an entire race, or being the start of it.
It's just as simple as how you discover a place if niggas are living there.
That wasn't even what I was about to get to, bro. Apparently this nigga Columbus one time was in, like, the, fuck, what are they called? West Indies, like near Jamaica and all of those, like that island archipelago thing.
Yeah.
And when he got there, like, the people there were like, alright, yeah, you can stick with us for a little while, we can feed you and shelter you. But after a while, they got fed up, and they were like, hey, you got to go. Bro, Columbus knew there was a solar eclipse coming, so he was like, hey, look, if y'all don't let me and my niggas stay, I'm gonna get rid of the sun.
Oh,
and these you gotta remember, this is back in the 1400s. These people probably didn't know much about astronomy.
Well, yeah.
Or like solar masses and shit like that. So
yeah,
like,
but I'm sorry, I don't have to be convinced that a nigga can't take out the sun. Like, no, you're gonna have to do it.
They've never seen a white person before. They don't know what they're capable of.
Matthew, the thing the thing is, the solar eclipse still happened. So he proved he made them think he was the one who did it.
How did he know though?
I think it's because they charted movements of the stars or some shit. I don't know exactly. I just know I've heard this shit before more than once. So this nigga was like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna get rid of the sun if you guys don't feed us, man."
I used to think white people were living ghosts.
Stop playing me.
Yeah, that's wild, Kevin. That's wild, bro. But yeah, that man was wildin'. He was out here literally using science to make niggas do what he wants.
That could
I'm almost sure Neil Tyson, I'm almost sure he uses science to get pussy.
I would be too, the fuck?
He probably be talking girls into it.
Bro, Neil deGrasse Tyson don't even have a shape up. What do you mean?
Hey, don't go on my man's. Don't go on my man's deal like that,
you might be
bro.
right, but at the same time, bro, he could probably talk his way into anything just by using the science of the brain.
Bro,
hey, plus, he's an astrophysicist, not a neurologist.
Yeah, well,
hey,
he needs
the
to
science.
hey, leave my man's alone, bro.
Nah,
He's super cool black science dude.
Bro,
I guarantee he gets the cooch.
Super cool. That's what we calling him. Oh, word. Listen, I'm not taking nothing from no nigga with no shape up, bro. They are lying to you. I promise you.
Kevin,
nigga
what was that?
Shape up, they're lying.
What was that line you said? What was the second line you said about after the Columbus thing? Something about
Europeanized?
Yeah, but what was the context behind that? Because there was another point I wanted to pass along, but I can't remember now. Shit.
I don't know. You just told me to remember that one word.
Right.
Matthew, do you happen to remember what that shit was about, bro?
Come on now, dog.
Yeah, I figured.
You should have told me to remember the phrase. I probably would have.
Columbus was a... I remember I was like, Columbus is a wild nigga. And then Matthew started saying something, and then Kevin, you said something else, and that's what led me into my train of thought. And I had 2 points, and I said the first one. I can't remember the second one. Shit! It's fucking gay. Alright, well, fuck it. On a side note, I was at work today, and...
No, you weren't. I went there.
Shit, how do you know, bro?
Single line. Fuck you, Marv.
I was standing in the back talking to my manager because he was telling us about these new policies because we have a new district manager or whatever. And after that conversation ends, this one coworker who she works in the deli, she walks into the back and my manager, me, and one of my other coworkers, like the assistant manager, we're standing like still kind of like talking. And one of the produce guys is standing like 5-10 feet away from us. So she walks in looking at the produce guy, and she's like, so some cunt came up and said that the watermelon and the pineapples can't be in the same. Also, let me also add, she literally said some cunt came up. That was her exact wording. Some cunt came up and complained that the pineapples and watermelon can't be in the same like bin together because the pineapple juice is gonna or like the acid in the pineapple juice is gonna like deteriorate the watermelon husk. And I was sitting there thinking like,
it's a husk, bro?
What?
I would have called it a shell.
Well, it's not exactly a shell because when you break it open, well, the contents do kind of fall out, so you're kind of right. It's arguable, okay? You could say peel if you fucking wanted to. But,
watermelon peel. I'm gonna start saying that shit.
I felt like husk was the appropriate term. Anyway, I was just kind of standing there like, well, I don't see exactly how that would happen. And that's
They're
when all
both
attention
in like
turned.
hard shell casing though.
But, right, that's where my first point was. Like everyone kind of started looking at me, and I was like, I mean, I don't see. First of all, the pineapple juice is inside the pineapple, not spread all over its like
Jesus.
outside. So how would that melt away the watermelon husk? Like what the fuck? And then 2, this is where shit kind of got funny to me at least. I started explaining how even if the pineapple is acidic, that acid doesn't eat through watermelon, or it wouldn't eat through a watermelon husk specifically, because the acids in pineapple react to protein, like in meat. So that's why when you eat pineapple, your mouth starts to hurt, because if you want to be technical, the pineapple's eating you back.
Perfect.
And
that's why Matthew likes him so much.
The deli coworker just kind of stood there staring at me. She's like, "You're too fucking smart," giving me this like this weird look, like confusion, but like, how do you know that? And I was just standing there.
Hey, that's
like,
fair. How do you?
I just find this shit out randomly, bro. I get bored and look random shit up. One thing leads to another, and bam, I'm finding out how acidic pineapple juice is.
Niggas be spending all night on YouTube, ended up on the smart side,
bro.
Not even the weird side, just a smart side.
Bro, for real, I could somehow be on a video about like, I don't know, what would happen if all dinosaurs on Earth like never disappeared or some shit like that. And next, you see me finding out like something about pineapples or some shit. Let me look through, like, bro, I can look through my YouTube recommended and tell you exactly what kind of nigga I am.
Most of my shit's gonna be gaming.
Yeah, I got a good bit of gaming stuff. Why Robin Hood is actually a really bad guy. A man chose to spend 50 years in the jungle alone. What the hell happened to Twisted Metal? Don't leave a bathtub for 24 hours.
What a challenge. Shout out.
Here's why the baby's songs sound the same.
Yeah.
largest living versus extinct animals, most evil popes in the history of mankind. You know, you get the idea.
This man looking up evil popes.
Hey, bro, this is the type of shit that be rolling through my recommenders, man.
Did somebody say poke?
Oh, there's Ben 10 versus Green Lantern Death Battle, but I'm not watching that because, admittedly, I think it's probably gonna be garbage.
I mean, it probably would look really cool even if it is garbage.
Yeah, that's one thing I can always give Death Battle credit for. Their animations are kind of fire.
The horrible life of an average Roman Empire slave. That sounds cool. But yeah, you get the idea. So I really just be kind of finding shit that's entertaining enough, like
girls grinding on girls, girls grinding on girls. Why are my recommendations like this?
Damn, nigga.
That is wild.
Speaking of that, this actually reminds me of my childhood. When I was just...
What about your childhood?
Hey, where's this going?
Right.
Well, I mean, I want to say it's not as weird as you guys think, but let's be honest here. Basically, this gets me back to when I was first getting into porn. Like, you know, when you're young and you start out, you look for porn on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
So there was this
like
one
that video I think Austin sent of some girl having a pussy slip on Twitch.
What? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was gonna say, what did I say? No.
But no, there was this one video. In fact, I should check if it's still on YouTube. Probably not though. It's called some shit like it was some shit about Puerto Rican girls. And there was just a bunch of bitches in bathing suits walking around while shitty music was playing, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Young me got his rocks off to it though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know, I could go through my porn history and that would be quite the story. Like just the timeline of me watching porn. I used to get off to some strange things when I was younger. Well, I guess not that strange, but it wasn't exactly porn. Simpler times.
Hold up. You just ruined your own video if it's still there. Oh yeah, girls grinding on girls, rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll, brother. Alright, I'm about to tell you guys my YouTube recommendation right now. Here we go. Alright, so top 6 Pat Stay Rounds. That's a battle rapper.
Did you watch that battle rap video I sent you on Instagram today?
Probably not. I don't check Instagram that often. I will after this, actually.
I sent it to your alt account.
Oh, alright. Beating the best console players in America of 200 ping. That's an Australian dude playing Apex in a scrim lobby. Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing because that just happens to happen. Magister making Incineroar look good. Casually Explained. Fire Emblem. StarCraft. Smash. Ernesto Lopez.
See, I'm thrown off because of how how focused both of your things are. Mine is all over the place.
I can believe it, because I really just be hearing you talk about shit in the party, bro. Off of videos you're watching, and there is never a correlation. Honestly, there's never once any correlation.
Here, bro. There are a couple Devil May Cry videos, some GTA, some general gaming stuff, some anime, fucking rappers. This is weird. A bunch of playlists collected because YouTube actually keeps track of the songs you listen to a lot and places them in these playlists and put them on your homepage, which is why I don't open YouTube in front of other people.
But which I haven't heard Storytime Nightcore in a while.
It's not even that I listen to crazy music. I just listen to shit that doesn't represent me fully. So it's
Berleezy made a video?
Of those things like if I'm seeing Berleezy been making videos.
Nah, bro.
No,
not on his main though. Not on his main. I know about his gaming channel. He hasn't uploaded on his main in 3 months, except for yesterday.
I'm gonna go get a piece of cake. I'll be back in a minute, fellas.
Alright. I got some Christian videos.
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
Let's not get into that this time.
Clash Royale League. Berleezy, some robot talking Reddit, ranking every Apex legend, which I might actually watch because it's Rain Day, and I respect Rain Day. He's done everything. He used to be a soccer player, like professional. He got put on the DC United. So he's done stuff in life. Like he's been around the block. I don't respect some of these other people that have just done one thing, but he played soccer in college, got drafted to DC United, so he's the real deal.
Alright, sounds respectable.
Shout out Randy. He also casted Paladins, and he was one of the analysts at the Poland Invitational.
I'd like to be an analyst.
Me too. I'd like to be a commentator. I think I'd be really good at it, honestly.
It's cool because you don't have to be good at physically playing the game. Like, there are some fighting games I'm not particularly good at, but I can still point out why other people are.
Yeah.
You know? Like Tekken.
What is often overlooked considering a zombie apocalypse? I want to watch this.
I think that if I played Street Fighter more, I could actually get really good at it. Because Street Fighter wasn't a game I found hard. I mean, the inputs were difficult, but I feel like if I could pull off inputs successfully, and I just practiced more, I probably would have become really good at that game. Then again, I could argue that for Tekken, too. I just don't practice.
That is true. In the zombie apocalypse, if you, like, you could really just, like, hop in,
What are you talking about?
Random shit, basically.
Yeah. I started watching this video by Redify on what's often overlooked considering a zombie apocalypse, but like the library has everything you could need. Like if you just read stuff like how to make shelter, how to cook.
I promise you that'll be like the one place nobody checks too.
I mean, one big thing most people don't realize about the zombie or apocalypse in general is you wouldn't have running cars after about a year, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I actually knew this. I watched a lot of Walking Dead, so I did pick up some shit like this. Like in The Walking Dead, it's more so I noticed off of inaccuracies. Like cars wouldn't really be running anymore. There'd be a shit ton of vegetation, but that's after a couple of years. Zombie skulls aren't as soft as the show makes it look. What else?
They are when I'm done with them.
All I know is most of these niggas would be dead after a while, especially Daryl. That nigga uses a crossbow against moving targets that are coming towards him.
You're gay if you survive the apocalypse.
It's cool to get a couple silent
You say you're
kills.
gay if you survive the apocalypse? Cause you're right. You're gay. Thank you, type 1 Ryabetes. Shout out Ryabetes. Is that actually Ryan?
Yeah, that's Ryan. That's Ryan.
Sweet. What's up,
Like
Ryan?
Ryan, like the Ryan that actually exists.
Yes.
I
thought he was one of those internet people.
Oh, what is it?
Boy.
What was I about to say? Shit. This is off topic completely.
It's your boy.
From
Nope.
Static Shock.
I didn't watch it.
Describe him real quick.
He was a nigga who moved in the shadows. He had the braids.
Oh,
he was like purple.
Black or black.
Well, yeah, that nigga.
Yeah, I know who he is. The nigga wore like a vest. And he dressed very formally.
I don't know about formally because that nigga wore like.
Well, he dressed like a mobster, like a nigga from New Jack City.
I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure niggas wore like a jean vest.
Hold on, no. How do you spell his name? I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. It's EBON.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure he was wearing like a somewhat formal look.
I don't think so. Because you gotta remember, he's pretty much only a silhouette.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. He was wearing like a jean vest. It's the collar.
Yeah, I see why you would have thought. But one of the dudes in the Breakfast Club.
Bin Laden did nothing wrong. Yeah, you were
laughing
right.
and talking. And Iman, like, he sounded like Iman, because you remember, I'm gonna do a really shitty depiction, but he was like I was gonna say the name's Iman or some shit like that. Like you can picture or you can imagine his voice. But I would like that him doing that single voice got me remembering like, damn, that nigga Iman was cold. That nigga was really like, that nigga really ran a gang called the Bang Babies.
Shit, I think I remember that.
Hey, bro, the Bang Babies sound like a really illegal version of Bang Bros.
Hey,
You sound look, you got something going on there, Karen. You might be right.
No, but I don't remember a lot from.
Like, if you
Static
look that
Shock.
up on
I
the
remember
dark
there was
web,
that
it's
one
probably
villain.
horrible.
There was that one villain from Static Shock who I think he could steal people's powers by touching them. He's the main villain I remember.
I'd be turning off people's powers
I
by
don't remember
looking at
him.
them.
I think his name was like Leech or some shit like that.
Alright, I'm gonna slap the cameras on the side, well, the comments on the side, because it's annoying to have to click out just to read comments. There we go.
I hopped on GTA to do something even more mindless than before, so now I'm just gonna go into direct mode and fuck around.
Whatever makes you happy, young one. I'm the one that has to stay
Goddamn
in Rocket
right.
League. Even though if I get bored, I'll probably just hop on my Switch.
Go for it, boss.
Hey, y'all think Elon got more money than me?
I mean,
Elon, who?
it's Elon, but like at the same time, bro, don't he owe you like a little bit too much for that loan you gave him?
I mean, it's not that much. He only owns 100,000.
100,000, bro. Hey, start
Bro,
charging him
Elon-
interest, bro.
Nah, 'cause I don't really need the money like that for you.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
right. You don't need it.
It ain't nothing.
But
I mean, you got more than enough money as is, but I mean, come on,
He ain't
y'all. I'm
keep-
sure it's
he
a
ain't
real
keeping
one.
his
You want your-
commitments.
Right, I'm sure it's a real one. You want your bread, bro, and I can't be mad at that.
I did slide him 800,000 so he could buy his mama a house. Just a little place to stay for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But,
Can't be mad at you for throwing some bread at one of your homeboys.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
that's just RNS, bro.
But hey, bro does gotta pay his boy back, cause you gotta be some type
yeah,
of
pay his
filthy ass
dues.
nigga to not pay that shit back, bro.
right, he gotta pay his due. I'm away from him.
Bro, wait, do you think Elon must be talking like this in real life?
Yes. 100%.
He's like, hey, I think so-and-so got more money than me. What you think?
Hey, he goes up to his secretary. Hey, you think Jay-Z got more money than me? Come on. Jay-Z, billionaire? Come on. You think
I mean, I know he's
Bill-
married to like one of the more successful, female singers in the world, but come on, bro,
Hey.
them combined still ain't really touching me. You feel me?
Hey, bro, picture this. You got so it's like the 2019 Hip Hop Awards, bro. I guarantee you that is every conversation happening in like the audience, bro. You got like Lil Uzi sitting next to Jay-Z. Hey, you think Lil Pump over there got more money than me? Just leaning over the edge of the...
You just take out a stack and stare at him.
Right. Meanwhile, Lil Pump looking over there at Lil Xan. Hey, you think Lil Xan make more money than me? Man, Lil Xan ain't got shit.
You think Lil Pump can speak in complete sentences?
Hey, you think Lil Xan got more money than me?
That's
More like that, right?
Hey, you think Lil Peep Gravestone got more money than me?
You think his estate has more money than me?
Hey, what you think?
Hey,
is
you think I
pissed
could buy
more?
that off his
Cuba
grave?
Gooding Jr. or Lil Peeps? Oh fuck, what was it? Headstone. I thought that was funny. Fuck you guys.
I honestly didn't hear the first part.
Hold on,
Oh.
hold
I've
up,
been
hold up.
doing epic saves, just Rocket League stuff.
Chill, I'm trying to hear something. I think the guap trying to tell me something.
God damn it.
I hate this dude, bro.
What I said was, what was it, you asshole? You made me
God,
forget.
I wanted to hear it too, cause I seriously didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, who do you think is Pistol, or what do you think is Pistol more, Cuba Gooding Jr. or Lil Peep's Headstone?
Oh yeah, we didn't laugh because you stuttered the first time.
No, you interrupted me, asshole!
Look, the guap was talking, bro.
Sometimes you ain't gotta listen, though.
Would you just come on, bro? What are you talking about?
Hey, bro, money talks. I don't know what he talking about. He ain't money though.
You're geeking for that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who is this
Money
dude?
talks in the plug walk.
Listen.
Leave me alone, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about that joke pretty much all day. I was super bored at work, and I thought, you know what? Well, really, initially the joke was just like quiet. Like the guap trying to tell me something, but I thought it'd be funnier to organically slip it in, you know? To just interrupt everybody like, quiet, hold on, you hear that?
Hey,
tell me something.
Joe Budden was capping trying to say that El Camino movie was garbage or some shit, bro. And I couldn't co-sign that. He was just hating.
Contrarian. He's a contrarian. That nigga just be saying shit to disagree with people.
Like, bro. Y'all smell that? Cause it smelled like cat, bro. That movie was fire.
Hey, bro, I don't know what Chris Evans doing in that podcast, but Cap need to leave.
Chris Evans?
Right.
Hey, Chris Evans is a positive person, though, so shout out him.
Right. That nigga be making... That nigga was the one person who I would read his tweets and not somehow feel negative. Like, that nigga just be saying happy shit. Fucking hate it.
Imagine being happy, though.
Right.
Couldn't be me. Give a fuck what you heard. All the sneak this go get you niggas murked. I'm just going through more Twitter and see what the fuck going on. Big thoughts, you know what the fuck going on.
I like titties.
Well, okay. I guess the podcast had to know that.
They do. Look, under any circumstance, they must know.
I am straight. This is my Sailor Moon poster that I have to stare at every night.
You see, now we have to make the entire podcast about Chris Chan because now everyone has to be educated.
No, God, no.
I'm not in the mood for that tonight, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm never in the mood. I just sit through it.
This Chris Chan shit. Now, I love me some fuckery, but I'm not about to go back to the beginning. Not today.
Fair enough. What else we got going on?
Listen, if we ever get like 100 people in here at one time, then
okay, fair enough.
We'll go full Chris Chan, bro.
I'm gonna make sure you guys never know if we hit 100.
We can just look, bro.
Hey, you don't look.
I did. I know there were 2 people there.
Hey, stop watching.
Money, man, that should be coming together. Oh God, Jesus. The skin is starting to peel off my thumb from going through all this money.
Hey, bro, get some Vaseline, roll on that joint, and keep it going, bro.
You're right, bro. I keep thumbing through these hundreds. And
hey, why you think reading teachers be licking their thumbs before they flip the page?
Right, because
they're trying to turn the class on.
Hey, and it's working,
that's
though.
That's what I took away from it.
It's working, though,
Look,
Miss Jenkins.
I ain't never had a good-looking reading teacher, I don't think.
Hey, she only
my 9th grade reading teacher was alright looking. She was kind of a bitch.
Who was your 9th grade reading teacher?
I probably shouldn't. You know, fucking Miss Quickly.
Quickly? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she looks like at all. I had Miss Johnson, and she was old.
Apparently she was, what is it? Miss Quickly was a lesbian, though. I heard that going around, at least. That was kind of funny.
Shout out Lesbian Quicks. Miss Quickly probably lived in Quickville, bro.
Of course. What else would I expect from you? Hashtag whiteout? What is this? This gotta be good.
Watch it. You know, it's about to be some racist shit, bro.
I mean, the first thing I see is a pretty attractive white girl, but it has something to do with Penn State and I'm thinking Michigan University.
It's probably about the football game or some shit.
It was indeed. I'll say, only time you can catch me listen to a Frank Ocean song is, well, never, so we're off that topic.
But to say,
I'm not gonna lie, and this is gonna sound a bit messed up, but honestly, if you're... I didn't even say This is some ignorant shit to say, but low key, if niggas be, if like you're a nigga, like a man that listens to Frank Ocean, I'm kind of gonna look at you some type of way.
I can only I can't even name the title, but I can only think of one Frank Ocean song.
I've never heard one, but I'm just saying. Like, I probably shouldn't even be saying this because it's really ignorant, and like I'm sure that I don't know. There's probably some foodie shit in my playlist if I looked hard enough, depending on perspective.
There ain't none of mine.
I'm just saying I can't.
Straightest man alive. Just talk about
sure,
beers and women.
I couldn't name a single Frank Ocean song. If someone put a gun in my head and said name
I can't name it either.
A Frank Ocean song,
I think there was one about him being on a roof.
I don't actually know what his voice sounds like. But
Pretty sure there's one about
really so
him
much,
being on a roof or something like that.
I've never seeked out a Frank Ocean song before. I've never.
I can't say I've heard. I think I have once on that GTA playlist.
I don't even think I've ever accidentally heard a Frank Ocean song. It's not a genre that I ever tried to listen to.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie, Frank Ocean sounds kind of like a lame nigga.
Why is that?
Probably because he likes dick in his ass.
Well,
Kinda. Plus, only time I've ever heard of Frank Ocean, this nigga was crying about something and said he needed to go to a mental, check himself into a mental institution. I can't remember what it was, but I think he was beefing with Drake at the time or some shit like that.
Frank Ocean beefing with Drake? I doubt this. This doesn't sound...
It sounds like two bitch niggas crying to each other, if you ask me.
I mean, that's basically all 2019, bro, so...
Drake is a sociopathic nigga when you think about it. Drake is a whole psychopath. Everything about this nigga is fake. Like, he does the Homelander thing, where he's like smiling and laughing and then instantly goes to a straight face, except that's everything about Drake.
Instantly goes into a Jamaican accent.
Right.
Drake really is kind of a lame nigga.
Drake is always really Jamaican and everything else was fake. And then he got roasted for trying to be himself. For the first time in years.
I think his old music revealed his true self, maybe, I don't know.
Also, you remember when Drake got into that dispute with his dad or some shit a couple days
ago?
Like
a week, yeah.
And then he was like, every bar I ever spit was the truth. Whole time, nigga, you didn't even write every bar you ever spit. What do you mean? That was the only thing
Meek Mill exposed you!
Nigga, we ain't forget.
You won the beef just to get away with it.
I hated Drake for that whole ghostwriter thing, only to find out later that, especially in 2019, most of these rappers don't even write their own shit.
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal. They ain't even him out.
Hey. Earlier today, while I was on my way to work, that song 1 Minute by Kanye West and X started playing, and I'm not gonna lie, I started getting a little too much into it, because, while I was driving down the road, I had my headphone in, my radio was off, I could hear myself through my headphones yelling, 1 minute! 1 minute! Gone! 1 minute! And the next one's mine! It was fun as hell. That song's fire, except for the part where Kanye said... Except for the part where Kanye said you got the cookie but ain't paid for the anus or some shit like that. I don't know what that nigga was on.
You know, that doesn't even surprise me.
Of course it doesn't. I'm just...
You know, if X had been alive, Kanye and X would have made such a fire song.
I can agree with this.
Didn't Kanye never meet X, but after X died he said some shit like X was a big inspiration to him?
He turned into a vulture. Kanye is the most polarizing rapper because I have a whole lot of respect for him, but at the same time I'm apprehensive towards him because it's like, my nigga.
Kanye's kind of a coon.
I don't even think he's a coon, he's just weird.
He's a coon,
I don't know what to label him as.
Kanye is definitely a coon.
I don't know if I'd go as far as to call him a coon. Well, actually, yeah, if we're talking coon as in house nigga, then yes.
The Kardashians got the nigga wrapped around his finger.
Very, very true.
Their finger.
Very,
I mean, well, Amber Rose did too, but...
Well, no, Amber Rose's finger... Well...
Yeah,
Straight in
wrapped around
Kanye.
her finger.
Yeah, we kind of know where that is.
It probably smell horrible, bro.
Amber Rose really threw Kanye's business out there.
She's wired for that, bro.
Finger in the booty ass
I
bitch.
think the worst part is, I don't know about you guys, but when she said Kanye likes fingers in his ass, I wasn't entirely surprised.
I mean, I didn't know what to think.
Kanye does strike me as that nigga.
I really didn't know what to think, bro. Like,
Also, Austin, you don't have to
what's
go
up?
into details about anything. It's a yes or no question. But at some point, does Deku start wearing Gran Torino's cape?
No,
Okay, so it's just a promotional artwork thing.
not that I've seen. At least I have yet to see Deku with a cape. Maybe it's
There's
like one of
this
those.
picture. It's a picture of Deku doing this crouch thing, and he's got Gran Torino's cape on and the little yellow thing around his mouth. Like, you know how his Gran Torino's cape kind of has like a collar on it. I
Yeah,
guess you could call it. He's wearing that. It actually looks kind of cool, but the colors clash just a little bit because it's the only yellow on his entire fit.
I mean, plus his shoes are red, but
He looks like a cheeseburger.
it could be like remember that episode of what was it called? Fairly Odd Parents when the Crimson Chin had that cape for that one single scene and like never again. Could be like
I
some shit
really
like
just
that.
think he's wearing it just because whoever made this image thought it would just be some cool shit. Which it is.
I thoroughly enjoy being arrogant when I'm good at something.
I don't think I'm often very arrogant.
I'm only arrogant when I know I'm better. Like, I'm humble like any other time. But, like, when it comes to stuff like out shooting
Stop
people,
playing, nigga. I'm more humble than you.
hey, bro, you don't want to start this.
Right? In my regular, everyday life, I make a very, very strong effort to keep myself humble, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I'll be wanting to go full Kanye on niggas.
I never
But
do.
I'm like, I can't be a shit bag. I just feel bad about it. And then, you know.
Like, when I posted the screenshot of Call of Duty on my story, I said I'm better than you or something like that. No, it's true because I'm better than everybody on my friends list but one person.
Who's that?
Somebody used
For
to
me, I
play
don't like
game battles in COD.
For me, I typically don't like to direct that sort of energy towards my friends. You know, I think that that's counterproductive.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
to be fair, they're the only people I do it to. I only am arrogant to my friends.
it's like if I'm playing a fighting game. Well, I don't really get super arrogant in fighting. Well, I guess that can be argued, because I do be doing niggas dirty whenever I get the opportunity. But it's like if I'm playing against you guys in a fighting game and I win, I wouldn't really shit on you guys. But if I'm playing online, taunts are flying left
Fuck
and
nigga,
right.
bro.
You know, bro, it's over with. But that's
A
only
hot dog,
because
huh?
they're faceless people to me.
They do not exist.
I'm Elite
outside
4
the
right
game.
now, and I'm better than everybody on my Snap but one person.
I hate playing fighting games against people online and they make horrible, dumb decisions. It makes me feel like I'm getting cheated, even though I'm winning, because it's like,
out of a victory.
well, not really. I just want, it's like, I like those adrenaline pumping fights, you know what I mean?
Same. That's why I enjoy
when you see a
that
nigga
high
do
level
the same-
Apex shit, man. Like the
So
last
I get kind of
circles.
annoyed. I get annoyed when niggas keep doing the same move, and I punish it every single time.
It's like,
like,
you
my
know
nigga,
it's not working.
Why are you still trying to do this? You know?
You know for a fact it's not working. Yeah, you trying.
Right,
It's your
like,
fault.
come on, bro.
One thing I don't like about
sense.
live streaming a podcast, I lock myself into one game. Like if we wanted to play Apex, I'd have to restart the entire stream.
That'd be an L. Shit.
Until I get like some sort of capture card or some shit.
I mean, might as well cop one. I'm sure you can afford it.
Yeah, and I had one before, but I wasn't using it at all, so I gave it to Zuri, because she was going to use it.
Years ago, when I was in like middle school, I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber.
Who didn't, bro?
God, I even recorded some gameplay. I never uploaded it anywhere. It's completely gone now, but...
Dang, bro,
God.
middle school? Couldn't be me. I was doing this shit in elementary.
Really? Seriously?
Yes.
I was never
Gaming
really...
channels were just becoming a thing back then. God damn, nigga. Well, actually,
This
nah,
is like-
Call of Duty videos were always a thing.
Yeah.
For as long as Call of Duty existed.
Like, look, like, I think it was like, what, 12 years ago? Let me go see what my oldest video, oldest gaming video was.
I just look back and I'm glad I didn't do it, because that shit probably would have been cringe. And that was at the height of my cringiness.
9 years
Bro, I was
ago.
the worst. Goddamn, Kevin, alright.
My first gaming video was JRKev1 capture the flag on Rundown. 9 years ago.
2011?
I'm gonna go see the exact day. Here's music playing. March 28th, 2010.
Damn. Alright, Kevin.
Shit, dude.
That shit's hitting 10 years this month. I mean, not this month. This March. I'm bugging
Shit.
this. But, bro, at the same time, though, I wanted to become a gaming channel, but at that age, I wanted to do everything.
Yeah, who didn't?
Like, every time I watched or saw something I thought was cool, I would instantly try to do it. And I would devote months of my time to doing that thing. To varying results. Like, I actually tried to be an animator at one point, and that lasted until, like, 10th grade, really. I never really, well, I wouldn't say I didn't take to it, because I did enjoy it, actually, and it was somewhat fun, but I've tried, like, a billion different animation styles, and then after a while, I realized this just wasn't for me.
There's always that aha moment. Everyone has it. Oh shit, he
Yeah.
hit me with a rocket, man. Fuck.
And it was similar with making beats, which I think was actually something I was decent at, but just wasn't for me. At the end of the day, it wasn't. Even though I invested a lot of money in doing that, it got pretty much nothing out of it except for some amusement. And I never posted any of my beats anywhere because I never thought they were that good. But at the end of the day, that wasn't for me either. It's weird though, because I actually used to get mad when I was a kid and people told me I should be an artist when I grew up. I used to hate that shit. And I don't know why.
Hey, you're good at something. You should continue. Fuck you. You're an idiot. You are the worst influence in my life.
Right, it's like, I don't know why I ran from that concept for so long. You know, ironically, I've come full circle, and now I'm trying to do it.
Maybe if you accepted it before, they might have opened the door for you.
Hey, low key. If I accepted it then, I'd probably be a better artist than I am now. But then again, there was never a time where I just didn't draw. There was definitely a time where I didn't care, though. I'm really just reminiscing right now.
That definitely sounded like a whole reminiscence. He said, there was a time where I didn't care, though.
Like, I'm really just thinking right now, like, shit. I was like, I went through so many phases growing up, some of them worse than others.
I'm almost at veteran 1, Kevin.
You know when I was in 9th grade, you guys might not even know this because I kept it to myself mostly, but I was one of those real hip-hop type niggas when I was younger, a bit younger. When I was like 13.
Yeah,
I thought I was better
this.
than people based on what rappers they listen to compared to what I listen to. Like I was such a shithead too. I would only listen to niggas I thought were quote unquote lyrical
too.
And I had such a one-dimensional understanding of what lyricism was. So I was like, Eminem rhymes words like this, and if any rapper doesn't, they're not good.
Damn, nigga, you're already level 31. Shit, bro. I'm at 18. I started playing this before you.
I just have too much time on my hands.
I was really
you went to work
fake
today.
deep too. Bro, I was Hobson when I was a kid.
Ew.
L.
Yeah, I threw up a little in my mouth.
You got 2 negative responses. That should tell you just how bad that shit is, bro.
You think I don't know it's bad?
He got a 3rd one from himself.
I don't like Hobson now! I didn't even really like Hobson back then, but I'm realizing how similar I was to that nigga.
There's just like a handful of songs of his I like.
I don't really care about his music. It's not bad enough for me to say it's bad, but I don't listen to it a lot. But the thing is, the difference between me and Hobson is I never acted like that outwardly. I always kept that shit to myself. But I was always thinking like a Hobson.
Like a Hobson fan.
I thought I was so much smarter than everybody else.
One of them.
Just because I listened to real hip hop.
Real trap shit. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Fuck this nigga, man.
Trapaholics.
Real trap shit. Bro, I remember when I used Spinrilla, I could hear that shit on the beginning of a track or some shit, bro. Trapaholics. Real trap shit. Yeah, because in every song, niggas added their own little flair to it. This was annoying, bro.
Man, niggas would throw random ads at you.
If you didn't hear a DJ 837 drop, then you're listening to the wrong mixtape. That was one.
And then those niggas would start the song over halfway through it like, hey, let's run that back, let's run that back.
It's like,
I've
no,
never ran into one of those, thank God.
I did. I've run into a couple. Although, admittedly, as annoying as it is, it's the type of shit I do when I'm listening to music by myself. I'll hear something I really like and then start the whole song over.
Oh, yeah, I mean, who doesn't do that? Like, it's common to restart a song you like before it even ends, because I do that shit all the time. I did that with 20 Minutes a lot. I met that girl right up at my shop. Left her man in it. We're not gonna get copyrighted for this, are we?
Right. No, on YouTube, probably. Nigga, no, you can't even hump that shit.
That's a sniper.
Sonic music.
Wait,
that means enough money for Rihanna.
I think you have enough money to buy Fenty.
Stop playing me, nigga. I already bought it.
Why don't you just buy her love too?
I mean, I'm trying to. I just don't know how much bread that's going to cost.
Matthew, first you just gotta get the DMs back from Rihanna, bro. That's it. That's it. That's what.
Yeah, that's a start.
Ignoring me on purpose, man.
Like, look. You just gotta get that stomach rub. Then everything gonna be right, bro. The universe gonna be in order.
It's been over a year since I asked her for that.
You really fucking DM Rihanna asking for a tummy rub, nigga? What kind of nigga are you?
I don't know, man.
You did that to Tinashe too.
Yeah, man, tell you there.
This is why what is it? Famous people, especially famous women, don't like responding to DMs because it's just weird niggas saying weird nigga shit.
Yeah, like these niggas are really weird though. But like I was saying, I was trying to get that tummy rub, and for some reason, I guess I didn't see it. They probably get lots of DMs.
Lots of tummy rub DMs.
I also asked Doja Cat if she loved me, and then sent her a picture of Otis from Barnyard.
I remember you saying that. God damn it.
God, I just be doing shit.
You really did that. That's fucked. That's some funny shit,
Now I
man.
know what you're thinking. Damn, nigga, how bored do you have to be with your life? Well, let me tell you.
Are you gonna tell me?
Nah, not this time.
You gonna keep me bored too?
Yeah.
Killed you, bitch. Haha.
But yeah, man.
Fuck.
Language, bro.
I will admit though, after those 20 years I did in jail, it does feel good to be back. You know what
Are you
I'm
lying?
saying?
I think you'd rather
Look,
be there.
bro, I'm just looking. Look, I was top dog in prison, obviously, and it just kind of got old because it's like nobody had more money than me.
Nobody had more
freedom
commissary than me.
Right? Nobody had more noodles than me. Nobody had more pudding than me. Nobody had more hoes than me.
Wait.
Whoa, wait a minute. I just realized that nigga's in prison.
That was a pretty big deal in jail.
I hope this is
They call me Pimp
I hope that's the
Daddy.
one thing that's big in jail for you.
Damn, was my kill the last one? Let's get it, bitch. Y'all lame niggas. Haha, it was me. I killed that nigga with my bare hands. And with bare hands, I mean a predator missile.
And with my bare hands, I mean bare hands. I have the right to bear arms. And I will continue to wear them.
I'm still kind of mad that nigga said the sting your ground law's racist, but whatever. This gotta be the dumbest shit I ever heard. Whatever though. Yeah, I leveled up. I'm better now.
Good job. Now get to elite.
I got 17 kills that game, and the second had 12. So let's get it. We out here doing what we need to do.
Hey, we out here taking poopies.
Shitting on niggas, you that's funny. What time is it? Cause I think I've run out of things to talk about, news to talk about today.
Are you just gonna hop on Twitter and find someone to blow you?
I tried, man. I tried. Nah, I am kind of hungry though. But
I'm listening to a serial killer remix of the Backstreet Boys song. That's how bored I am right now.
Jesus.
It was recommended to me, so I'm watching it.
Nice.
And there's a really distorted picture of Brian Griffin fat, and it says, "Am I edgy though? Am I quirky though?" And I don't know what is this?
Hey, my toes really be smelling like pickles sometimes. What y'all think?
Nigga, Michael Myers
Could
really
be like
got
that.
vocals. This nigga Michael Myers going up, bro. That nigga hitting all kinds of notes. These shits weren't even in the song. This nigga just harmonizing.
Dang,
This
they
picture says-
reserved the whiteout for Penn State's best opponent.
This
Who
picture says, "Don't lie. Were you popular in high school?" And this nigga said, "I was in that weird middle class of high school students who wasn't technically popular but was cool with the popular kids and the lames." And that was me, cause I didn't hang out with the popular kids, but I knew a lot of them, and I could talk to a lot of them.
I was a lame.
Damn, fuck you too then, lame ass. Nah, don't worry. I
That is.
still talk to lames too. Nah, God. Don't worry, I'm a XXX Tentacion's ex that accused him of abuse will appear in Heart Eater video. The fuck?
Huh?
By who's? I don't think I care, honestly. Oh, what the hell?
I feel like I missed out on something when Captain America picked up Thor's hammer in Endgame. I didn't actually react that much to it. And it's weird because everybody else freaked out. And I think I guess I just wasn't paying attention when that part came on or something. I was actually more impressed at Thor dual welding both hammers.
That's pretty cool. Except Thor was fat and couldn't do shit. If anyone tries with battery to punching, oh well.
I'm a little disappointed because I'm like, I guess I just wasn't paying attention because that shit was fucking cool and I don't remember reacting.
Stupid.
Never.
You don't mean that.
I think I might get off now. So.
You have work tomorrow?
I do, but I'm also really tired.
No, you're not.
But I get off
Don't
at
believe
9
it's
again
late.
tomorrow. My next day off isn't until Tuesday. Then I don't have off again until Sunday. So, but the paycheck gonna hit, so I ain't even too mad though. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good evening, I don't know, podcast listeners. Whatever. Later, guys.
Alright, end the podcast. Marv is gone.
Bye, Marv. Hey, I did a thing. I won the game. That was a good hour and 10 minutes.